The world map.
Yeah, a bunch of adjustments you can make in the settings, but
Wow.
yeah.
Wait a minute. I got one complaint.
Hmm.
I can't see the other castle.
Oh, you mean the Dragon Lord's castle? Yeah, they
Yeah,
made it so
yeah.
it's hard to see, but if you open up the map, it's right there. Yes, you have a map now.
I'm torn. I don't know if I like that.
Yeah,
That was very. So sorry. Go ahead.
no worries. I've effectively memorized all of Alefgard, so I know where I'm going, but there is a map if you get
So
lost.
here's what I'm gonna say on that. Here's why I don't like it. So, that's not nothing bad. It's not like a disaster, but one of the most intriguing things of the original was that you started and you saw the cat, where you start, your starting point, and then you could see across
Yeah.
the Dragonlord's castle, and you were always wondering when am I gonna get to that area?
Yeah, they've
So
effectively put your end goal there. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you're good. So I don't know if I like that, but it is what it is. Not everything is gonna be how you expect. So.
Yep. So,
Three
what do you think of
soldiers
the
off
battle?
bat?
Yeah,
Jeez.
so, yeah, the major change they made in this remaster is even though you are solo the whole way through, you will battle multiple enemies. But to make up for that, you get more spells and some abilities now.
Assuming they give you some AoE where you can attack multiple enemies at once with certain abilities.
There are a couple attacks that give you area effect, and there's a couple weapons that do it as well. There's weapons that'll attack groups of enemies, and then there's one weapon that'll attack all enemies.
Okay.
Yeah.
The battle looks amazing.
Oh, I gotta change that speed. Oh my gosh. That's normal speed. It is so slow.
By the way, this is just like the original. You have to change the speed in the original as well.
Yeah.
It's very slow.
There we go. I usually keep it on fast, but there's 3 settings. There's normal, which is the slowest. Fast, which I think is the medium.
At least
and
you
then
could change
ultra
it.
fast. Yeah.
Yeah. I keep it on ultra fast, but that's because I'm crazy.
Yeah. Ultra fast I find is handy if you want to do level grinding. But I find fast is just the right speed. It feels about the same as the battle speed from the NES game to me.
So this is already better than the original with the battles. It zooms back to the character when it's your turn.
Yep.
You can actually see your character. This is new. There was no item here originally, and there was no items in the middle of the world.
Yeah.
There's a few, but...
I love how animated everything is too.
It's great. The graphics are it's very colorful, the art style.
Oh yeah. And even the battle environment will change when you get into the battle. Like, if I had run into those slimes in the forest, it would show a forest environment instead of an open field like this.
Level 2 already.
Alright, so
And
yeah,
you
it
don't have to go...
looks like agility is going to be my lowest stats, because it didn't level up any.
That's gonna cost you later on.
Oh yeah.
And guess what? You don't have to go one stat at a time like the original. When you would level up in the original, say HP increased by 2,
Yep.
a defense increased by 2. Like it was like text that you have to scroll to.
Yeah, now it's just a whole little status screen, which is nice.
What was the item? Sorry, I looked away for a second. What
I got plain clothes, an oaken club, and some herbs. Hi, Drackies.
The original, I'd be running away already.
Yeah. Like, I know my muscle memory kicked in here. I actually stayed around Tantagel Castle until I was level 8.
Yeah. One thing about these original Dragon Warrior games, Dragon Quest games,
Yeah.
it was a lot of grinding. Like, you would be afraid to move more than 10 steps in a certain direction.
Yeah, like, so far when I was playing through, I found I was average level the whole way, but there are nice areas where you can level grind. The metal slimes still exist in their usual spot.
And in the original, don't cross bridges.
Yeah,
Unless you're ready to cross the bridge.
That's something that's the same here, too. Do not cross a bridge if you are not prepared.
exactly where you're going.
Yep. Another nice change this game made too is when you level up, you fully heal. But if you don't like that, you can actually go in the options and shut that off to give yourself more of a challenge.
So, after the battle is over, you get all your HP back?
When you level up after a battle.
Oh, when you level up.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. That
Yeah.
doesn't bother me.
I found it was very
know about you.
helpful, especially in the harder dungeons.
Yeah, I noticed that in Dragon Quest 3 the same thing happens. I'm okay with that. It doesn't really bother me because,
Yeah.
like you said, does it make the game easier? Depends if you level at the right time, I guess.
Yep.
Oh God.
Yeah, those guys would have been absolutely frightening to see first and foremost in the NES version.
They should also change the name of him. It's a different name for the enemy.
Yeah. Instead of, what was it, the wizard, they just
It
called
was
him the Prestigitor.
I think it was called a magician or something.
Yeah. And now I have heal at level 3.
Alright. Much needed.
Yep.
Who dazzles? What?
Yeah, the ability Dazzles in here, it'll obstruct your vision. For those who know Pokemon, think of it like Sand Attack, where it lowers your accuracy.
Gotcha. So far, pretty easy. Nothing like... I mean, you're not struggling with anything.
Yeah, no,
Yet.
I found they did a decent job of keeping the balance.
Do me a favor, go to the world map again real quick. I just want to see something. Your map.
Yeah, so this is zoomed in.
Interesting.
If you hit
Yeah,
the...
zoom all the way up.
all of Alifgard.
Yeah, that's about right. Oh no, I'm just curious. Yeah, I was just curious to see that. Was it like that? Yeah, it's a little. Yeah, I think that's right. That's how it was. Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a lot more blocky.
Yeah. What, Jess? You don't have a torch.
What torch? I have a torch. See?
Wait a second. That's not how it was before.
Yeah. So yeah, for the NES game, you had one square where you could see your sprite, and you would get a torch in your inventory to light up one square around your character. Now you can just see everything.
But even to even further that. Oh wait,
Yeah.
I'll let the cutscene go through first. There's a cutscene, okay?
Yeah, there's like, this was a nice little change to see. Mediocre mage would-be hero. I like that this is a nod to Dragon Quest 3, where you have the multiple different classes.
I'm still trying to get my hands around, get used to that. I don't know how. So it's nice. I'm loving 3 so far, but the one thing that I don't like so much is, and I am sure you probably noticed this with this game, and once you play 2, there's no the character development's like, okay, it's maybe not as much character development as these 2 games. This one and the second one. It's more straightforward.
Yeah, I found 3 really was more like, you get the depth from talking to everybody more than anything.
Right.
The oldest trick in the book. Hey, look
is-
over there!
I like how they kept all the original music. I could tell.
Oh yeah. And the dungeon music does what you think it'll do. The lower you go, the deeper it gets.
Oh, good, good.
Yeah.
So what I was gonna say real quick on the torch, like you said, when you in the old game you would have one spot, and then you would need a torch to see 4 spots around you, I think.
Yeah.
You know, all around you. But to even go further than that, there was actually a spell you would get later in the game that called Radiant, I believe.
Yep.
which would lighten more of the dungeon.
Yep.
So you can see more. Then it would dim after a while. So they probably figured we're not dealing with that in this game. So.
Oh yeah.
I have to remember that they did try to make things a little easier. Nowadays, games are. I don't care what anyone says. Games are a lot easier now than they were.
They are. Yeah. Like, I find games hold your hand a little too often now. Like, this game will give you a push in the right direction, but I find it never holds your hand.
Well, that's good. It seems so. It's like a good balance between new age and old school and new school.
Yeah, like, they tried their best to keep it as true to the original as possible, alongside making it new and enjoyable for a modern audience as well. Oh, hello. He's already lost.
Don't feel too bad. That's about right. I got lost in these dungeons all the time too.
Yeah. This is a new thing too. Scrolls. They will teach you new spells and abilities that weren't in the original game. So when you level up, you still learn the same spells you did from the NES Dragon Quest, but anything that came from the later games, they make them into scrolls.
Huh.
So now we know Sandstorm, which is effectively the same thing as Dazzle, where it'll lower the accuracy of the enemy's attack.
Okay, I was thinking it was like a blind spell or something.
Effectively the same thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's the first time I've seen a chase line run away. A nice visual effect too is when you equip different weapons, your sprite will actually hold different weapons as well.
Okay.
Let's see. Okay, they both lead to the same area.
Don't get lost.
I tend to glance at the map really quickly, so I usually know where I'm going.
By the way, the original had no map.
Yep. Oh, look, a leather shield.
To mention that. I figured I'd mention that was really important. Really important note. You needed either Nintendo Power or the map that came with the game. I think the actual physical map.
I'm already seeing the bubble slimes. This is actually something that's new too. The original Erdrick's tomb had absolutely no enemies.
Yes, you're right. They didn't have enemies. I almost forgot. You're right.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you're coming here for the same item that you get in the original.
Yep. It's heavily encouraged to come here first. The one nifty thing this game does is the king will not let you progress until you have checked Erdrick's tomb and the Shrine of Rain.
Okay, so they try to keep it within. I mean, that's how a lot of games are now. They lock you from doing certain things.
Yeah. The thing is you can still choose to traverse farther if you so choose. But, the king will not give you guidance on where to go if you don't do that first. Oh, hey, a dragon scale.
Look at that, you didn't even have to buy one.
Yeah. Oh, she's scared of the dark.
It's amazing how you gotta deal with all the enemies and these people are just hanging around the cave.
Oh, I didn't know lunatics showed up in here. I never encountered them in my playthrough.
Yeah, these things would have annihilated you at this point in the game. In the original.
This is another quality of life improvement I like. When you know the enemy is getting close to death, they'll put the name above the enemy in the different colors, the same way when you would lose health.
Yep. So you can tell if they're dying or close to dying or what the deal is.
Yeah, I think that is so nice to have for the bosses, just because it shows how much you're whittling them down. And you can hear it, the tone of the music just dropped.
Yep. They did that in part 2 also, I believe.
Mm-hmm. I remember it creeping me out so much as a kid, especially when it got down to the low bass tones.
Dungeon scared the hell out of me in the original as a kid. Like, you guys don't understand. It, like you said, when you can only see 1 or 2 squares in front of you, and everything else is black, yeah, it's a little creepy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, especially if you accidentally equipped cursed items. Which, by the way, they still exist.
Oh, I got a funny story on that one, too.
Oh, I gotta hear.
So, again, Dragon Warrior 1, I never really got to play early on. Like, I would just watch my brothers play. And when I was small, for whatever reason, they used to... I don't know if it was teasing me or what they were doing, but basically, there was a cursed item in the game that they obtained. And at the time, I was still small. I had no idea. I was like, they wouldn't tell me how to uncurse the item. Like they would say, "Oh, you have to leave the room. I'm not going to show you how we uncurse the item, and I'm not going to show you where I got the item from. Like where they got the item from. They just that they had a cursed item.
Yeah.
And that they learned how to uncurse it. So it was like this whole thing around that. But I just distinctly remember that, like, I remember my brothers, they were playing, they had a cursed item that I think, no, I remember what it was. With the cursed item, you weren't allowed to enter the, either save or enter the castle, dude. Something like that.
Yeah, I think that's the same in this game as well.
Yeah, you're cursed, so they won't even let you save the game, I think?
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. Something along those lines. But I do remember, like, it was like a whole thing where my brother's like, "Oh, you're not allowed to see where I got this item from," and because it was a strong item.
Yeah.
It was cursed. So, something along those lines. Man, I'm like a little hazy on the details on it, but I just remember I got frustrated and I got like I would get like throw a hissy fit at it. I was like, I want to know where you got that. Anyway, everything intrigued me about it. So.
Yeah.
Cutscene.
Yeah, we finally made it to Erdrick's tomb. Telling us about the items. Let me know if I'm reading too fast. I've kind of increased my reading speed over the years.
No, you're good. I remember a lot of the conversations, so you're fine.
I love how they think it's an actual treasure.
Yeah, a little help would have been nice for them to help you while you were fighting all those enemies. You did all the work, you cleared out everything for them.
Yeah.
Priest in training. Mediocre mage. Oh god.
Oh yeah, I love the names they
Had
get.
someone had a sense of humor.
Yep. The nice thing is these aren't throwaway characters either. They actually do some things in the game, kind of as a little side story for them.
Does that mean by the end of the game they're no longer considered the mediocre mage?
That's a chance. I can't recall if their names changed. When I beat the game, I didn't actually go around and talk to everybody like I probably should have.
Now you're gonna keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Woeful warrior.
Yeah. At least they have a nice little story here of why they did it. Their village was ransacked and destroyed by the Dragon Lord.
Oh, that's their village.
Yeah.
I know what village that is.
Alright, so we've done... Oh, I always forget this. The Sphere of Light finally got brought up.
Yep.
And just the little bits of animation on your character sprite to give him personality as a silent protagonist.
It's the detail. That's, like I said, the attention to detail noticing is amazing. Graphically and just even the little the stuff they cleaned up for sure. Massive cleanup.
Yeah, and this is a nice quality of life change I like. You don't have to walk all the way out of the dungeon if you don't have the evac spell just yet. You can actually use a Chimera Wing to get out. Under normal circumstances, I would have walked back for the experience, but we're getting pretty close to the hour mark.
Did they have that in 2? Not a Chimera Wing, it was called something else. They had something, I think, to leave an item. I don't remember.
I know in the original game they just called it a wing.
Yeah, well, it's nice you don't have to walk all the way back.
Yeah.
As much as I appreciate the old school games, and the more difficult they were, some of the stuff was admittingly annoying. So
yeah,
I'm not gonna say it was all great.
Yeah, this is a nice attention to detail. Like when you said you didn't want to continue anymore. It does this little press the A button to turn to the title screen, whereas in the NES, this is your chance for it to instruct you. Make sure to hold the reset button before you turn it off, or you might lose your save data.
By the way, I've lost my save data a few times in the old NES games, so...
So did I.
in this game, and Dragon Warrior 2 for sure, if you had the old NES systems, you would have glitching after what, if you had a while, you have games that tended to glitch.
Yeah, because of memory overload.
Memory overload, so there was a lot of times where you're trying to run to a save point. This is the stuff we dealt with as kids, this new generation. We would have to hurry up and get to a save point quick before the game just ruined on you.
Yep.
Everything glitched out. And there was so many times where you lost your whole progress because the game would glitch, or it would turn green or start blinking. You would lose everything.
Oh, yeah.
And there was times where it actually, the glitches were so bad it erased the whole save file.
Yep.
So people don't understand that, but...
Yeah. So, first impressions so far, what do you think?
I am pretty impressed, for sure. Obviously I'm curious to see more of it, and I'm dying to see part 2, but what I gotta say is, it's nice that they brought the nostalgia back for the people that grew up with the game, but also catered it to the new generations to kind of bring them in.
Yeah, definitely that best of both worlds.
And Square Enix at the time, this was the game. Like, without this game, you wouldn't see Final Fantasies. You wouldn't see a lot of what you see today.
Yeah.
So, this is like, people don't understand how like how important this game was to RPGs in general.
Definitely. Anyways, I think this is a good stopping point. We've been going for about an hour now, so I hope everyone enjoyed the first episode of Dragon Quest 1. This is Autumn Child.
And Dario, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. It was nice to be on here. And
definitely.
Hopefully we could do more of this. Like, when you do 2, Dragon Warrior 2, definitely loop me in. I'll let you know, when I'm available and stuff, but I would love to be part of at least one of them. Of those,
definitely.
Recordings. But it's been fun. I appreciate you having me, and for everybody that knows me from back in the day. Yeah, life got crazy, very busy. I got a lot of different things going on, but I do miss Let's Playing. I don't see myself going back to it, unfortunately, just too many life changes, but it is nice to be here, and I appreciate you inviting me, and I hope you guys all enjoy the remaining the remaining videos for Jess on this Let's Play. She does a great job, and she's been doing this for a long time, so
yeah,
keep supporting her, and and yeah, thanks for having me.
You're welcome, and to everyone else, I'll see you all next time.
Later, everyone.